Tensions in the Middle East continue to escalate after Israel and Iran launched military attacks on each other until Saturday, June 14, 2026 evening local time. This escalation has sparked global concerns about the possibility of a large-scale regional war, especially after Israel expanded its attacks by hitting Iran's largest energy facility in the South Pars gas field. Meanwhile, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu warned that the attacks that had occurred were nothing compared to what Iran will face in the next few days. It should be noted that the first time Israel attacked Iran was last Friday, June 13, 2025, on a large scale through direct air strikes using fighter jets. This is also the first time since the Iran-Iraq War, 1988, that there has been a confirmed enemy air strike entering and carrying out direct attacks on Iranian airspace. This attack marks a major escalation and directly tests Iran's air defense capabilities and fighter jet readiness. Reporting from the Layman Force Index page, Iran's fighter jet capabilities are more ancient than Israel's, which are considered more modern. Iran does have more than 300 fighter jets, one of the largest fleets in the world, but most of its aircraft are old, inherited from the 1970s when the Shah was in power. Since the 1979 revolution, Iran has only purchased a small number of Soviet-made and Chinese jets in the late 1980s, such as the MiG-29, Su-24 and J-7. Today, Iran operates 15 active fighter squadrons plus one Su-22 squadron of the Revolutionary Guards, which focuses more on close air support missions. An attempt to modernize the fleet was made in the 1990s, but American pressure on Russia and the former Soviet Union thwarted many purchase contracts. Iran's radars and weapons systems are also outdated. Only the MiG-29 and F-14 have post-Vietnam War radars, and both have been studied in detail by the West, making them vulnerable to electronic jamming. Iran's only active radar-guided missiles, the AIM-54 and its local version the FAKOUR-90, are also considered obsolete and have not proven effective. Iran's opportunity to modernize its fighter fleet increased after the UN arms embargo ended in 2020, and was further opened after the outbreak of the Russo-Ukrainian War in February 2022. Russia's dependence on Iranian drone supplies, as well as the diminishing influence of Western pressure on Moscow, have strengthened Tehran's position to request fighter jet purchases from its conflicted neighbor. In January 2025, Iran was confirmed to have ordered Su-35 fighter jets from Russia, with unofficial reports stating that it planned to buy 64 of them. While the Su-35 is not the best fighter jet in the world today and has a number of weaknesses compared to the F-35 or Chinese fighters such as the J-20 and J-16, it is still far more advanced than Iran's entire legacy fleet and is specifically designed to take on stealth jets in intense combat. With such a large fleet, Iran still has the capacity to absorb more fighter jets of other classes in the future. Speculation about additional procurements continues to grow. However, Iran's slow pace in acquiring new fighter jets has increased its vulnerability, especially amid rising tensions with Israel in the West. This makes planning an attack on Iran much easier than if it had a fully fledged fleet of modern fighter jets. The size of Iran's fleet also remains a challenge to adversaries. The sheer number of air bases and number of aircraft forces adversaries to allocate significant resources to an attack scenario,